Alexander Isak should be Arsenal's new Thierry Henry. A former United player, and went ahead to climax his career at Arsenal, known as Mikel Silvestre, has come out and given us his thoughts as to why he believes this guy is supposed to be Arsenal's new Thierry Henry. Is he right? We are going to come out and obviously give our verdict on what he's really saying, on whether he's the new Thierry Henry. And Sacha Boey, obviously, his future at Bayern Munich has been questioned, and Plenty Goal has come out and obviously given us a very huge take about that thought. And lastly, Kylian Mbappé yesterday night went ahead and obviously had a farewell ceremony that saw him really leave the side of PSG, and he's going to be preparing for his next career at PSG. Rokani David is my name, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Continue to subscribe to this channel because we want to hit 22,000 subscribers, and I think we are left with, was it 6 subscribers to hit 21,000 subscribers? 21,000 subscribers, and is it 300 or 100, you know? But we'll obviously check in there, and the next video when it comes in through, I'll confirm. But if you're watching us for the very first time, right, endeavor to subscribe. And in this period of the summer transfer window, I know how people are gonna be really hugely watching these videos. Tens of thousands of people are gonna keep it the Rokani Media Football to obviously be fed into the information about the site. Now, we thank God for the gift of life and Allah. We also thank Allah for the gift of life. And let's obviously get into the Mikel Silvestre story. 400 likes should be smashed onto this video. Now, we have Mikel Silvestre, who played for Arsenal, and he was going to Man City, and Arsene Wenger called Alex Ferguson, please, I want Mikel Silvestre to the side of Arsenal. And I think the main reason as to why I wanted to get in Mikel Silvestre was because of his winning experience that he had gone ahead to attain at the club of Manchester United. Now, he said, Mikel Silvestre on Alexander Isak and Thierry Henry comparisons, he said, leave Thierry Henry alone. There is one Thierry Henry. I followed Isak from his days in Sweden and Spain. He's progressed well, and it's good to see him back in form after injuries. Isak started as a 9, whereas Thierry Henry was more of a winger, so it's different profile, but he's doing well. It is a shame Newcastle aren't as dominant. He would be suited to playing for Arsenal. Very intelligent, link-up play, and is more of a striker than Kai Havertz. That would be a good fit. Now, I would like to differ from Mikel Silvestre. You know, some people are really stuck in the past. There is nothing that Thierry Henry could do that Alexander Isak isn't doing. In certain games, let me first cancel out that argument that Thierry Henry was a winger. All first was a winger and then turned into a striker. One, the reason as to why Thierry Henry was turned into a striker was because he was not delivering the best that Arsene Wenger wanted him to deliver as a winger. If you ask Thierry Henry, the best turnaround that has ever going to happen in his life, I think he will tell you, the day Arsene Wenger told me that I should be a striker. You know, that is it. And the reason as to why we know Thierry Henry is because he was turned into a striker. And when you look at Alexander Isak, sometimes at Newcastle, he's being played as a left winger, because we saw certain games where Callum Wilson would lead the line and this guy would come in through and play at the left attacking side of the midfield when Anthony Gordon and Harvey Barnes were really injured. You remember? So he can also play well as a left forward. But why he's being referred to as the next Thierry Henry at Arsenal, I'm talking about Alexander Isak, it's because of the style of play. They all play the same. There's a video I really showed you the stats of Thierry Henry. In his first Premier League season, I think he scored 17 goals. And I think they're almost the same that Alexander Isak went ahead to score, if at all I'm not mistaken. And this season, Isak has gone ahead to complete the Premier League season at the side of Newcastle with 21 goals? Let's check here and see. with 21 goals and 2 assists in 30 games. He's just 24 years of age. I tell you, he can even break the record of Thierry Henry if at all he comes in through and really plays for the side of Arsenal, because the structure of Arsenal is all set for any striker to come in through. And when you look at Alexander Isak, the way he scores those benders, obviously there is that Thierry Henry-like bend. The way he skips past players, Thierry Henry-like. And I think the only thing that is left is for him to leave Newcastle and really finding a better fit. That is it. He has been linked to Arsenal, but I don't think that Arsenal can spend £300 million on 3 players, because Isak will go for like £100 million, Bruno Guimaraes will go for 100, and even Douglas Luiz will go for 100. And those are the players that Arsenal are really looking up to bring in through. So that's why in the morning I brought you a story of Broby. I brought you a story of Broby and Broby or Gyökeres, and I told you, according to the budget of Arsenal, they might be willing to go in for Broby other than Alexander Isak or Gyökeres, because Gyökeres is an expensive player. The same applies to Isak, because all of them will cost £86 million plus, something that Arsenal wouldn't really entertain. And we bet Arsenal is not going to first go in for striker before they go in for midfielder, because Thomas Partey is one of those players that Arsenal want to sell. You get? And they know he's going to be leaving, so they have to first get his replacement in. Edin Nketiah is also leaving, but they are not going to be in a panic, right? They are not going to be in a panic to say to it that he does the needful. So I tell you, nothing is really going to stop these guys, you know. And if Arsenal try to go in for Alexander Isak, that means the midfield plan will totally change, you know. They might go in for like 2 players for £100 million or 80 and try to obviously get in a third one, because there is a 4th player that is already at Arsenal that Arsenal are willing to obviously pay huge money for, and that is not huge money according to this budget, but way back it was really huge, to buy a goalkeeper for £30 million. That is David Raya. They are going to sign him, meaning that David Raya is one of those. They are trying to bring in 1 or 2 midfielders, a right attacking midfielder and a centre forward. Arsenal is looking to bring in 4 to 5 players. So I tell you what, it's really not going to be an easy job for Arsenal. But for Thierry Henry, but for Isak, playing like Thierry Henry, I tell you, they have the same style of play. Look at all those. Even Anton Martial has the same style of play like Thierry Henry and Alexander Isak. But Anton Martial, what did him bad have been the injuries, right? He has been an injury-prone player. But when you look at Alexander Isak, if he's averaging 30 games, right? If he's averaging 30 games a season, then if he's playing for Arsenal, a team that creates very many chances, he might even be a 30 Premier League goal striker per season. He can, because Arsenal does the needful. And we look at Alexander Isak, he creates lots of moments of magic in there for you. So I disagree with the man known as Mikel Silvestre that Isak can't be a Thierry Henry. He can be, because he's really too sharp to not think that he can even break the record. If Arsenal can sign him this summer and plays at Arsenal for the next 6 seasons until he's 30, I tell you, he can break the goal record of Thierry Henry. Thierry Henry scored close to 200, is it 150? I think 186 goals for Arsenal. You know, this man can score 300 in just 6 seasons. He can average 50 goals a season. In the Champions League, he can come in through and really get you like 8 or 10. Then in the Premier League, he can get you like 30. So Carabao Cup. And he can really be one of those players that you can see do what Erling Haaland did to score 38. I think he scored 36 last season. That's why I tell you, anything is possible when it comes to Alexander Isak. And I think he can be Arsenal's new Thierry Henry. Mikel Silvestre, I'm sorry, I disagree with you. I know Thierry Henry went ahead to do lots of things, but this guy's going to hit the ground running. And only 2 seasons in the Premier League, you know, 10 goals in the first season, 21 goals in the second season in the Premier League. It shows you how lethal this guy is, and how and why I tell you he's really going to be important to Arsenal if at all Arsenal really make a decision of signing and bring him in at the club of Arsenal. After that, let's obviously go a little bit to Germany and talk about Sacha Boey. He's one of those players that he has been linked out of Bayern Munich, but Plettigol, who is a reporter for Sky Sports in Germany, told us the following: that the plan for Sacha Boey is to stay at Bayern. The Frenchman is fully focused on being fit for next season and wants to prove himself at the club. You understand? That is Sacha Boey for you. So, Sacha Boey came in through from Galatasaray, and Bayern brought him, and they expected a lot from him. And he's one of those versatile players. He can play as a right back, left back. He can also play as a central midfield. He plays almost in every position, at the back line and in the midfield. And to everyone's surprise, the 23-year-old played only 2 games, for Bayern Munich this season. Only 2, got 1 yellow card, and the rest of the games he found himself off the pitch because he was injured. And that's why maybe the team of Bayern Munich was like, can we really dispose him off? The other reason is he can make pure profit from him. They can make pure profit from him. They got him for not less than, they got him for like, I think, was it 25 million euros? You understand? Or 30 million euros. But right now I tell you, he can maybe be sold to earning more money for the club of Bayern Munich. And maybe if Bayern Munich really get to know that they never really got the right guy, maybe they can sell him to obviously get in more money, to get in other players. Because yesterday I brought you a story when Emerson Royal was being linked to the side of Bayern Munich, and even the likes of Trevor Chalobah are still linked to Bayern Munich. And that really communicates to you, well, that maybe Sacha Boey was supposed to be leaving. But Plettigol has told us that it's not the case. The plan for Boey is to stay at Bayern Munich. But we don't know the plan of Bayern Munich, because Sacha Boey wants to start Bayern Munich. But what's the plan for Bayern Munich? What are they cooking for this young man? You get? So we wait and see how Sacha Boey's story is really gonna go down there for you. But we are here to let you know that all is possible in here onto the Rokani Media Football. Now, let's go to the last story, as we obviously call it quits for the second video of the day. Kylian Mbappe yesterday night had a farewell party, and we've been told by La Parisienne for PSG outlet, Kylian Mbappe is having a farewell ceremony tonight in the Paris restaurant, previously called the White House. President Emmanuel Macron is among the guests. Now, Kylian Mbappe is a friend to the president, and the president was one of those who really told him not to leave the club of PSG because they wanted to use him as a bid to bring in the Olympics in France. And they went ahead to win that bid, and he's leaving for the side of Real Madrid, and they want him to play in the Olympics because it was part of the agreement. That's why they went ahead to take that competition to France. But he had a farewell party, and we all know where he's going. His next destination is gonna be Real Madrid. That is Kylian Mbappe for you, and we just can't wait to see how Real Madrid is gonna obviously move on from not having Mbappe to having an Endrick and Kylian Mbappe, and see how they're really gonna be pan out. Remember, Real Madrid are into the Champions League final, and I tell you, Kylian Mbappe might be in the stands on the 1st of July at Wembley, watching and cheering this side as prepares to go and future into the Euros, where France is going to be one of the highly contestants, all highly contenders to win the league. Sorry, to win that tournament. In there for you. Rokani David is my name. I call upon for your reactions in the comment section below. Do you think Alexandra Isak could be Arsenal's new Thierry Henry? Do their style of play really try to really look the same? For me, I think they do, but every human is entitled to his or her own opinion. Then, what do you make about Sacha Boey's future at Bayern Munich? Enlightened or illuminated? And lastly, Kylian Mbappe farewell party done down in Paris. And what do you make about Kylian Mbappe and what a season he's going to be having at the side of Real Madrid? Rokani David is my name. We sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. And may the living true God bless you abundantly. So, let's obviously keep vibing by subscribing, because we want to hit 22,000 subscribers. Continue to subscribe. Lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time we upload a video onto this channel. Rokani David signs out. 5 fingers out, everyone watching in through. Second video of the day. The third one is coming in through in a space of 2 hours. The marathon is on, and you guys are really going to enjoy this. Bye bye.